Hello YouTube, it is jgonascar. Well, this is it. This is the big one. My 100th diecast review video. Yes, I'm actually making my 100th diecast review video. I never thought in my entire life that I would actually make my 100th diecast review 5 years after my YouTube career started. And in order to celebrate this interesting occasion, I was trying to figure out, because it can't just be any old car that I wanted to review. I wanted to try and figure out what car I should review in order to celebrate this momentous occasion, and also to kick off my 5-day diecast review marathon. If you didn't see my latest update video, and after some hard thinking, I just decided, hey, why not both? So as you can tell by the title, these two cars are definitely some really, really amazing cars. These are two of probably my favorite Jeff Gordon diecasts I've bought this far. And those two are Jeff Gordon's 2014 Axalta Texas Engineering Chevy and Jeff Gordon's 2014 Pepsi-Cola Big Summer Chevy. These two cars are definitely probably my favorite Jeff Gordon cars that I've gotten, definitely this year and maybe overall as of now, because Hendrick Motorsports is really pumping out those really awesome paint schemes for Jeff Gordon. And I can't just do this diecast review alone. Here to help me with these two car reviews is probably the biggest Jeff Gordon fan on this side of YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Faust, aka mracing89.
Hello, everybody.
So, Matt, which one of these two cars is your favorite? Because you're a pretty big Jeff Gordon fan, I hear.
Well, I feel like the Texas A&M car was more of a heartbreaker because it finished second. So, honestly, these two cars are really... I see why you had some confusion trying to pick which car to review first, because Pepsi-Cola has that blue color that he's always driven, but it's a little bit different this year, and Texas A&M is just a completely new scheme that we haven't really seen before, other than some other cars. But yeah, honestly, if I had to pick, it would be the Pepsi Real Big Summer car.
That is correct, man. Actually, despite both these two cars looking amazing, I'm actually going to have to agree with Matt. The Pepsi-Cola car is probably my favorite of the two, but you know what they say, you always save the best for last. So the first car we're going to review is the Texas A&M Engineering car, which is, of course, just like Matt said, a heartbreaker because he almost won this at Texas, but was beaten by Joey Logano with 2 laps to go. So,
a very close race for Jeff Gordon.
Yes, it was. Almost got his 89th career win there instead.
Yep.
But then his 90th career win wouldn't have been at the Brickyard.
That would have been something.
Yeah. So let's go over this beautiful box, shall we? 24 Texas A&M Engineering ATM Axalta, ages 4 and up, 360 review. Jeff Gordon, 24, Axalta, Texas A&M, 2014 SS, limited edition in the code. Action Gold Series, still the choice of champions. Barcode. And before I open this up, I just really want to say something about this box. I mean, I know it's just a box, but I've never actually seen like a box that's like this detailed on a Jeff Gordon car. I mean, the paint scheme's great, but the box color is really fitting. Which I feel is very unusual for a Jeff Gordon car. But anyway, let's go open this up. And while I'm opening this up, please enjoy the following clip. And here's the car. Okay, it's 0 seconds in. I think I can find my first problem with this car. The decals on this car, I believe, are bent because in the actual scheme they were obviously straight. I mean, the Texas A&M scheme is bent, but not the logos. Way to go, Lionel. Way to go. Matt, what do you think is the main color of this car? Because I can't quite, it's a purple, dark, really like dark red, crimson? Like, what do you think the main color is?
I mean, I'm not too good with specific colors, but to me that's just a nice darker purple, not purple, a purple, and I really do like the color on this car, even though it's purple, and I don't like too much purple on a car. They actually did a really nice job with this.
Very true. I've never seen a Jeff Gordon car that was like, that's this color before. I mean, I'm used to seeing Jeff Gordon cars in like blue and red and and yellow, of course, but I've never like seen a car that's like this kind of color before. It's unique in a good way.
And sometimes uniqueness is all you need to do to make a car just look perfect.
Very true. So the main sponsor of this car is Axalta Chevy SS 24. This, I forget exactly how much this was, but it was on sale on Black Friday, so I definitely got it for like less than what's really worth, which makes me happy. So main sponsors, of course, Axalta, Sprint Cup Series 3M jegs. I believe they were like on the original car. I mean, I don't want to be like anatomically correct, but I do believe there were more sponsors on the original car. 24. Texas A&M Engineering logo, AARP, Pepsi Max, Axalta, 20. I can't read this, but it's 25 by 25 TAMU.edu, AARP Drive to End Hunger, TAMU.edu on the hood. I mean on the roof. Sorry. Texas A&M Engineering, Valvoline, Axalta, Pepsi Max, AARP. 24 decals with Goodyear tires and Sunoco racing fuel. So the design of this car, much like the color, is also kind of a unique one. It definitely resembles his Drive to End Hunger car, as you can see. If you can just see very faintly, I don't know if this is just a Lionel screw up or this is really like on the car, but you can kind of see like the stripes that are on the car, like the front of the car right behind the 24. That's kind of similar to the Drive to End Hunger car. Matt, how would you describe the design of this car?
Well, like I said, it's a unique design that makes it look a little bit better than any other Rufus cars. So I really do like the stripes. It really resembles college theme. So personally, it's kind of a bland paint scheme, but it's hard to explain. It's kind of like the Zest cars. Nothing's going on too much, but the colors just make it look perfect.
You're definitely right. And I guess you could say, I hate to pull a Brian LaFleur Jr. here, but on this part of the car, AARP Drive to End Hunger, I guess you could say when him and Brad Keselowski got into it at Texas, which ironically, Texas A&M Engineering, I guess you could say he was fighting to end hunger. So besides the design and color of this car, the rest of it is really just white, as well as like a darkish purple. The most notable of which are of course the numbers 24, and the Texas A&M Engineering logo, and the Axalta on the front. I guess you could say it's the replacement for DuPont, because I think, wasn't it Axalta bought DuPont?
Yes.
Okay. I was wondering why I kind of stopped seeing the DuPont logo on his cars after 2012. So, 360 review of this car. Front, right side, back, driver's side, and top. If I had to give this car a rating, I'd definitely give it a 10 out of 10. Matt, what do you think? What do you rate this car?
I would definitely give it a 10 out of 10 as well. Just perfect color, mixture. It's just a perfect car.
Alright, so that concludes the Texas A&M Engineering car. And we will be back in a moment to review the Pepsi-Cola car.
Got itchy skin? Well, moisturize your skin with the new original sensation of CVS's anti-itch cream. Tired of all the itching and irrigation? Well, that could be gone with just a dab of this. With the moisturizing sensation of CVS itching and irrigation cream, You will feel beautiful as gorgeous. But don't take my word for it. Just look at this happy, wonderful customer.
Woo, I can use that. I'm Bobby Noonan, and this is my fucking CVS.
And now that we are back from our short commercial break, let's get on with the second of the two Jeff Gordon cars in this double diecast review. And this car is definitely probably the prettiest of the two, and it's going to be on Jeff Gordon's 2014 Pepsi-Cola Chevy for Hendrick Motorsports. This is definitely the prettiest looking Jeff Gordon car I have, and it's definitely one of my favorites, which is the car he ran at the Coke Zero 400 this year. Matt, what do you think about this car?
Well, I mean, this car, as I said, as Texas A&M, just a unique paint scheme, something we've seen light blue Pepsi cars, but we haven't seen one in a very long time. And the 2009 Auto Club that he ran was probably the closest, like, light blue shade, and that wasn't too light, so very nice to see a light blue Jeff Gordon car come out, and it was just really fun to watch on the racetrack.
And also, as you know, Jeff Gordon and Pepsi have had a very long sponsorship relationship, kind of like with Richard Petty and STP. Jeff Gordon, I think ever since the start of his career, at least early into his career, he's been sponsored by Pepsi. He's actually ran a lot of his Pepsi cars at the second Daytona race, if I am correct. So
yes,
I do actually have his 2004 Pepsi Billion car, which he won at 2004 Pepsi 400. But let's do a 360 review of this box. Jeff Gordon, Hendrick Motorsports. Jeff Gordon, 24 Pepsi Real Big Summer 2014 SS Limited Edition, the code. Action Gold Series, still the choice of champions. Barcode. And let's go open this up. And here's the car. Like I said, definitely one of my favorite Jeff Gordon cars that I have. And I really enjoy how there's two types of blue on this car. We got in the front we've got more of a skyish blue, and in the back we got more of a navy blue. Matt, what do you think about this car?
Yeah, like you said, the way that they used to do the cars have the same kind of like lines where they would split off, except it would be black instead of a dark blue. And I like the dark blue. It's a new addition to the car. And being a Jeff Gordon fan, it was fun to see it on the racetrack, as usual.
And one of my favorite little perks about this is that Jeff Gordon and Pepsi have had a very long history together with sponsorship-wise. Like, apparently Jeff Gordon... Isn't it true that Jeff Gordon actually, like, can get has, like, some kind of deal with getting free Pepsi for life?
Yeah, I think that's just a legend that's been going around, but most likely it wouldn't surprise me if he could.
Because I know that him and Pepsi have like I said, very long sponsorship deal, kind of like with Richard Petty and STP. And actually, if I'm correct, most of his Pepsi car schemes have actually been run at the second Daytona race of the year.
Yep. Yes, it's true.
One of which is his Pepsi Billion, which he won at the 2004 Pepsi 400, which I actually have as a diecast, as a matter of fact. But let's get on with the.
Very nice.
Yeah. Let's get on with the 2014 version. Main colors of this beautiful car are, like I said, dark sky blue, navy blue. Also, we got some red for the Pepsi logo, the Gordon sticker on the top of the roof, and if you count kind of like how all the mini Pepsi logos all around the sides of the car. Also, you could also count white and of course yellow with the number 24. Main sponsor is Pepsi-Cola, made with real sugar, Chevy SS. This is another one of those beautiful cars that I got off Plan B sales for Black Friday. I forget how much I got this for, but it was definitely a bargain because I actually can never find this car at like Brickell's or any other like eBay. It costs some money, but I was very glad that Plan B Sales was giving this car out for Black Friday. So, like I said, main sponsor is Pepsi-Cola, made with real sugar. Sprint Cup Series, which I will only be saying for doing 2015 and 16 diecast reviews now. Jegs, 3M, 24, AARP, Pepsi-Cola, made with real sugar. Axalta, Valvoline, Panasonic, hashtag Real Big Summer, SS, Drive to End Hunger, AARP, Real Possibilities, Real Sugar, Pepsi-Cola, AARP, Valvoline, Pepsi-Cola on the roof of this car, of the car. 24, Sprint Cup Series until 2017. Jegs, 3M, Goodyear tires, Sunoco racing fuel. So the main design of this car is kind of like his DuPont Firestorm-like scheme. I can see in it, except while the DuPont Firestorm scheme is black and red, this car is just seems to me like a 50% navy blue, 50% sky blue, with the back of the car getting the navy blue and the front of the car getting the sky blue. And they kind of like they're sky blue flames that kind of go into the navy blue. That, as you can see, that also go behind the 24. And also the one little unique design about this car also is that the Pepsi bottles that are displayed at the very back of the car on both sides next to the Axalta logo. I don't know why, but it's strangely enjoyable in my opinion. The front of the car is just really where most of the sky blue is, with the Pepsi-Cola made with real sugar. Just 10 years before, it was Jeff Gordon was running a Pepsi Million scheme, sorry, where I believe, if I'm right, I think it was him and a lucky fan maybe got $1 million if he won the race, which coincidentally he did win the race.
Yeah, I think that was the thing, actually. I think you're actually right on that.
Like, I'm not 100% sure on that, but if you want to, go look that up for yourself. So, besides Pepsi-Cola made with real sugar, the one not probably the biggest non-blue, like non-number scheme on this car is the Gordon banner on the top of the roof with has a background of red and on the top and white on the bottom. There is also another non-blue scheme part of the car is the kind of like, in my opinion, it's kind of like, it looks more of, it's definitely a yellow splitter. It looks a little bit like yellowish green splitter, but it's mainly yellow. That's on the very, very bottom of the car. And that is pretty much it for that. So, 360 review of this car. Right side of the car, front, driver's side, back, and top. If I had to give this car a rating, definitely a 10 out of 10. I always love to see the Jeff Gordon Pepsi schemes run at any place during the year, and some of them definitely can be very unique, just like this car. Matt, do you have any last words to say about this car?
No, except for thanks for having me on your 100th review. Pleasure being here, and good luck to you for the rest of your reviews.
Thank you, Matt, and if you guys did not watch my most recent update video, this video alone is not only going to be my 100th. This is my 100th diecast review. This is not just going to be my only video for my 5-year anniversary. If you've watched till the end, like I said, and have watched my recent update video, for the next 5 days, from today, the 18th, the 19th, the 20th, and the 21st, I will be uploading one brand new diecast review to this channel every day. So, because 5 years, 5 diecast reviews, which is the reason why I started YouTube, is to do, and 5 years, 5 days, 5 diecast reviews. That's pretty smart if you think about it. So tune in. Like I said, if you saw my recent update video, it's a surprise on what I'm going to be reviewing, but it's definitely something that's like, that's in this year. And I'm going to be doing that, like I said, until the winter solstice occurs on December 21st. And that is pretty much it. I'm jgonascar.
And I'm mracing89.
Signing out. Thank you guys for watching, and tune in tomorrow for another Diecast review.